Number 9 is Kobe, which is preposterous. Hey everyone, welcome into the Studs Podcast. You got Mike over here from the University of YouTube. We have Louis in the piano station, graduate of New England Tech. Is it New England Tech or New England Tech University?
No, it's a New England Institute of Technology.
My apologies. Institute of Technology. And in the office over there with the printers, we got Keith, graduate of Rick, Bachelor of Science in History and Physics.
That's right. And you also forgot one more thing. I got a minor degree from the University of Burger King, home of the Whopper.
Okay.
He's online, just so you know.
All right. Let's get into it. Great idea from I think our top fan, Will Winfield. I want to thank you, sir, for all your support so far. Get into it. ESPN released top 74 players of all time. Let's do it. Top 5, first 5. We start at number 1, Michael Jordan. Number 2, LeBron James. Number 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 4, Bill Russell. Number 5, Magic Johnson. Any thoughts?
I feel as though Jordan, obviously, he's the GOAT. He's changed the game the most. But I'm kind of unsure about LeBron at that number 2 spot. I feel as though as LeBron, I think he's a great player. But I think what he really lacks is championships. I mean, he's a dominant player. But you could say so is Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo right now is a dominant player. But they both...
he's no LeBron, though.
He's an up-and-coming LeBron. He's like a LeBron clone, up-and-coming. But he's becoming a dominant player. And that's what LeBron is right now. But LeBron, I feel like, lacks championships. I feel like Kobe should be in that talk right now for the number 2 spot.
To give more context, I'll do 6 through 10, too, just to see. 6, Wilt Chamberlain. 7, Larry Bird. 8, Tim Duncan. The way they made this list isn't the best. It's taking forever to scroll up. 8, Tim Duncan. 9, Kobe, and then 10, Shaq.
Oh, jeez. So, I don't believe Kobe belongs at that number 9 spot.
No way. Kobe should be... I put Kobe before...
Kobe should be in the top 5. He should be in the top 5. Or at least 6. Yeah, nowhere past that.
Yeah, I put Kobe before LeBron. Hell yeah. I agree with Michael Jordan, number 1. I agree with that. Just in this context, I know the greatest of all time debate can be different, but in this list, I agree. LeBron, I think that's high for LeBron.
Yeah,
I think maybe in the top 5 he can be in, but I don't know. I put Kobe before him. Russell. I agree. I think Wilt should be before Russell.
Yeah.
Wilt, but again, I guess maybe they put it because of championships. But I put Wilt before Russell. No green team blood there. I agree with Kareem. Kareem at number 3. I could see Kareem, but if anything, I'd probably add Kobe and Wilt instead of Russell into this list. But Magic's a tough one, though. I don't know. Magic's a tough one to take out of the top 5. I don't know. Because I want Kobe in there.
I think the important thing we have to remember is LeBron, he did a lot with very little bit. And I think that's what a lot of LeBron lovers will kind of point out. They'll point out the statistics. They'll point out, oh, he's a playmaker, he's a scorer, he's a defender. Not really so much defender. I don't see that personally. But he has those things. But the only thing that diminishes him is that he went to 9. Like, the thing that you could say, okay, he's good at this, but he has come up short. He's went to the finals 9 times, but he's only won 3 times. 3 out of the 9 times. Or something like that. I think it's 3 out of the 9 times. So that's like about 33% winning percentage in the actual finals, where Jordan went 6 for 6. So that debate, for me, kind of gets debunked for best player of all time, LeBron or Michael. But LeBron at number 2, I do think is a little high. I do think Kobe should be at number 2, and I think LeBron should be at number 3.
I agree with that, 100%.
See, I put Kareem before LeBron. I put LeBron at 4. There's just a quitting factor with LeBron. Like he quit early on. I'm not saying he does that now. I mean, we haven't seen him in a couple of years, and he went against a juggernaut, stinking Golden State Warriors team. Quite frankly, you can argue, did Jordan ever go through a team like that?
The Pistons, but he overcame it.
In the beginning, I mean, yeah, but like in the finals, I'm talking. I mean,
oh no,
Phoenix wasn't Golden State. Utah wasn't Golden State.
No one was like Golden State, man. That's
I mean,
no question.
That's a tough one. I don't think he gets out of the top 5. I mean, he should be in there, but I don't know. I put Kobe before him. I put Wilt before him. I take Russell out of the top 5. Russell makes the top 10. I take him out of the top 5 though. 6 through 10, we had like I said, so I put Russell in there. Bird. I mean, I love Larry Bird. I think Bird definitely number 7. I don't disagree with that. Duncan is 8. I mean, you can argue he's the greatest power forward of all time. Really can. Number 9 is Kobe, which is preposterous. If that's even the right word.
Yeah. Wow.
Number 10, Shaq. I'd put Shaq before Duncan.
Yeah, I would too. I think Shaq had. Shaq added a lot to a team. You even saw that in his rookie year for Orlando. He bumped that team up a status. They knocked off the Bulls, in their prime. I know Jordan wasn't in his prime, but that was still prime Bulls time, in the 90s.
Yeah.
He came up, he dethroned them for a season. I mean, so he adds a lot to a team. You saw that, with the Lakers. Obviously, he bounced around over to there, and then, I mean, towards the end, not so much, but prime Shaq, I think, definitely deserves to be,
well, his prime.
I think
Shaq better than prime Duncan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's more dominant.
And you got to think too, in the league, Bill Russell and Wilt, they only played against 10 teams.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
So how much can those rings really matter? I mean, I understand rings are rings regardless, championships are championships, but you had to eliminate 66% of the competition.
It's a different value on those rings.
It's like a 2-for-1 special. Yeah. Two rings comes for 1.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, the Burger King special.
Yeah.
That's why.
One with the Whopper.
In the top 5. Yeah.
And she knows. Oh my God. And she knows. In my hand.
Very cool. That's why I'm willing to take Russell out of the top 5. I mean, I don't put Shaq in the top 5.
I think
You
Shaq
could put
deserves
Timmy.
to be top 10.
You could put Timmy.
Magic or Tim? I put Magic. Magic's that outlier right now in the top 5 that we have, but I think Magic beats Tim Duncan. I don't think Tim Duncan belongs in the top 5. I'd rather have Magic. I mean, Duncan's great, but my only thing on Shaq versus Duncan is just I feel prime Shaq was more dominant than prime Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
But Duncan was a winner. I mean, but Shaq won too. Shaq won with Los Angeles. He won with Miami. He gave the Magic a run before he left the Magic. I mean, if Shaq was in today's league, he'd still dominate. I think Shaq was more dominant than Tim Duncan was. So I put Shaq before Tim Duncan.